Hey, having a small business in rural America is tough. And if you're watching this, you already know that. But I found one small business in super rural America that is winning, and I asked them how they're doing it. So check this out. Hey, here we go for some morning motivation first thing. Kitchen conversations, and you're going to love this one today. Hey, in case you're new to the channel, my name's Joey, and I am on a crusade to help small business owners create explosive growth because your success is my business. And I'm going to drop the show notes, links to a bunch of stuff that will benefit you tremendously in the description below the video, so make sure you take a second and check that out. Hey, and this sure would mean a lot to me if you take a second, click that subscribe button, and don't forget to ding that notification bell so you never miss a video. If you're watching this, I'm assuming that you are a small business owner, possibly even a salesman or a team leader, and you're trying to figure out, how do I grow my business? That's a great question. I think about that all the time. And I found a guy who's leading a team, and I had some questions that I think will help you do a better job in your business, creating your success. So here's a short interview. Check this out and see if it doesn't give you some great ideas, maybe some things that you need to tweak in your business so you too can find a success like this. Today we're having another kitchen conversation in another kitchen, and Daniel is with me today. So check this out. Daniel is the general manager of a really successful small business in rural America. I mean, when I go by their business there, that parking lot is always full. And Daniel is the man. So I asked Daniel if I could quiz him a little bit. So this is what we're going to do today. Daniel, you ready to start firing off some questions to you, brother?
Sounds good.
All right, man. So let's get this started. Here's my first question, and I find this is a really important one that I often ask. What do you find that is the biggest thing that most small businesses struggle with in their day-to-day business?
Thinking of that question, there's several points that come up. To me, leadership is one of the main ones. Most people don't think about that in a small business, even in rural America especially. A lot of folks never even heard of leadership or any type of leadership training. But it's so important, because if it's not there, the vacuum that's there causes such a weird dynamic that there's strange relationships develop, and people are unsure of what they're supposed to be doing, how they're supposed to do things. So to me, leadership is one of the main things. Hiring the right folks. If you have a customer-centered business, you need to hire people that are geared towards people, that they're a people person. They love people, they want to be around people. And one thing I realized is you can hire for personality to a large extent, because you can teach the person with the right personality exactly what they need to do, rather than hiring for skill, and the personality they have is so negative and so bad that it's a detriment to your business overall.
Yeah, I agree. One of the things I say is that who you hire is one of the most important things that you can do at your business. Here's a follow-up question from that one. What can small business owners do to overcome the leadership and the hiring dilemmas?
On the leadership aspect, and you're very familiar with this as well, there's a lot of free resources online. There's a lot of places you can go and sign up for emails, sign up for just a variety of newsletters that can be sent out to you from people that do this type of training for a profession. Reading has been a big help for me. I have a library of books that's helped me and developed me in certain ways, and surrounded myself with certain people that care tremendously about leadership and what kind of effect it can have on an environment. And then as far as the hiring of people, and I've noticed this as far as everybody gets in a big rush when someone quits or you feel like you're in a pinch and you need some extra help. But to me, that's when some of the worst things that can happen. Right. You can hire the person that you're just trying to fill a position, but you're not hiring for, the personality, for, what can they bring to this team and how it can help you overall.
I agree. I see that over and over. Hey, you got a pulse, you're hired. So that's a big problem. You're exactly right. Good points. Okay, so leadership training online. I know stuff like the Global Leadership Summit, LeaderCast, Dave Ramsey's Entre Leadership are all things that people can go to, simulcast that they can watch. You can find those videos on YouTube here. And I am like you, John Maxwell books, Dave Ramsey books, all of these books that I can self-train and self-learn myself. So, all right, good stuff. Okay, let's jump into the next question here. Why do you think that small businesses struggle with creating a great customer experience when often in this global economy that we're in now, when they have so much competition and this is their main competitive edge where they can fight the big box stores and the online stuff with the customer experience? Why do you think that small businesses struggle so much with that?
To me, there's a couple of points. One of the main ones being just, and it's a strong word to use, but just ignorance of the concept of customer service, of customer-centered focus. A lot of folks have no clue what that is. They're used to going to a big box store and experiencing that process of just, you go find the stuff yourself, and if you're going to get help, well, you're going to have to hunt up somebody. On the flip side of that, you go to a rural setting, a small business, people aren't used to, they're used to acknowledging somebody, when they come in, someone they're familiar with, but outside of that aspect of it, it's foreign to everybody that comes in to say hey to them, whether you know them or not, and to, walk up to them, hey, can I help you find something you're looking for, or, just whatever that would take to let them know, hey, these people recognize I'm there, and they care that I'm there, and they acknowledge the fact that I'm there.
Right. I think that I often, it goes back to your first struggle was with leadership. And I think a lot of times when you're a small business and you started out and you're wearing every hat, I'm the accountant, I'm the accounts receivable, I'm accounts payable, I'm the sales guy, I'm the repair guy, I'm the marketing guy, I'm a social media person. And that you finally grew enough and you're hiring some extra people. I think the training part and that thought process, that I get it, and I think everybody else should get it. And again, your second part of your first answer was, man, I needed somebody bad, and here was somebody that could come in and come to work, and I could afford to pay them this, and I didn't really spend the training, and they didn't have that training from anywhere that they've been. So I think it's a multitude of problems that add up to cause that. Does that sound?
Yes.
All right. Definitely. That is a great answer, man. So, all right. So let's go with, I've got one more question with you if you got another minute.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's do that. Man, I hope you are finding value in this, because this is a gold mine from a guy who understands the leadership, the customer experience, the marketing. So there's a lot in this head that we haven't even picked through this time. So, Daniel, here's my last question for the person that's watching this video right now. If they're a small business owner, if they're a salesperson of a small business, maybe they're an entrepreneur, they've got their own little business and they're in sales, but they're a small business and they're trying to grow. What advice from your years of experience and many facets of small businesses and leading as the GM of multiple small businesses, share something with this person?
To me, just two of the most important things. There's numerous, but two of the most important that I could come up with or think about when you ask me that question is listen to your customers. If you're in a retail setting, if you'll just listen and ask and watch, numerous times people will come in and they may not even say a word to somebody. If they're not approached, they'll just come in and look for something and walk right out the door. And if you can if you can notice that and go and ask them, and then they'll bring up the question, you may have it, they just didn't see it. But a lot of times you may not have it, and it's something you can tell them, well, we'll get that product in no matter what it is. But just being aware, and a lot of times the customers will come up and actually they'll tell you, seek you out and say, hey, you need to get this in because I really want it. And, you know, and there's a few that'll do that, and they may never come back. You may never see them.
Right.
But the benefit of that is, I think you express to your customers that you do care what they want, what they're thinking, and what they're looking for. And then a follow-up to that is focus a lot on your best return on your investment as far as products you're putting in. If it's a retail setting, you know, focus on what the community is looking for, that you could make the best amount of a return off of that product. You're providing for the community, but you're also helping your business grow and expand in that whatever category that may be.
Awesome.
Just two aspects.
That is great. And I want to add, because I think this is one place that a lot of small businesses unfortunately neglect. You mentioned that the guy came in and, you know, was going to leave. The person came in and was going to leave, and you grabbed them. And even if that was the only time that they came in, if you gave them a great customer experience, you don't know who they're going to tell. They might just be a one-time customer for you, but they might know somebody that will be a lifelong customer for you. One of the things that I've shared, and you know what, I put a card up here at the top, is to figure out what your business's magic number is, right? And if I need 1,000 customers who love me, they will come back all the time, just because that one guy, that one person came in and didn't hang and didn't return, but I overwhelmed them. I wowed them with such great customer service, and they give me referrals because of that, and they help me build my 1,000 customers. That is a great point that you just made, that you got to help them, whether they're one-time customer or you see them every time. Don't let them walk out that door without asking them how you can help them. So, guys, this guy, I'm going to tell you, if you run across Daniel, you need to hang out with this guy for a little bit. He is so stinking smart. I'm going to drop a link. Daniel, he's got a YouTube channel. I'm going to drop a link. It's unrelated to his business. But if you're into outdoors and stuff like that, this guy, he is the man. So I'm going to drop a link in the comments below, in the description section below, where you can find Daniel's channel and check him out and subscribe to his channel, because he does a great outdoor stuff. All right, Daniel, thanks, man. I appreciate you, brother.
Thank you as well, John.
Wow, Daniel is a rock star. I hope the tips, advice, the suggestions that he provided is something that you can take and implement into your business, and that you too can create explosive growth like he's seeing at his. Hey, while you watch this, did somebody pop in your mind that you thought, boy, howdy, could they really use this information that I just saw? Please consider sharing it, and it would mean a lot to me too if you would give the video a like. Hey, if there's any way I could help you grow your business, I'm gonna put the card up above for a link to my website. At the bottom of that, there's a contact me. You can reach out to me there. In fact, if you're really serious about it, there's a little get acquainted survey. Be sure to click that. It's a little short survey. Fill that out, get that to me, and I'll reach back out to you and see how I maybe can help you grow your business. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me. I always appreciate you doing that. Hey, I post one of these every Monday morning and every second and fourth Tuesday, so make sure you subscribe to get all the videos. I hope you have a great week and great month and great 2018. I plan on doing that myself. I'm here to serve you, and help you see explosive growth. So until next time, guys, take care, and I'll catch you later. See ya.